And now let's meet the starting lineup for Hamilton Heights Lady Hawks. Number 3 is Jasmine Massengale. Number 4, Elizabeth Balagoon. Number 12, Treasure Hunt. Number 23, Camila Cardoso. And number 24, Esmeralda Martinez. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the New Hope Academy Lady Tigers. Number 1, Sierra Eubanks. Number 5, Agnes Hall. Number 10, Shelby Hicks. Number 12, Ann Porter. And number 24, Rochelle Norris.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our night games as we get set for back-to-back games involving Hamilton Heights. First up, the number 2 ranked team in the country, according to ESPN, as the Hamilton Heights Lady Hawks get set to take the court here. Starting lineup for Hamilton Heights: 6'1" senior Jasmine Massengill, along with 6'2" senior Elizabeth Balagoon, 6'2" sophomore Treasure Hunt, 6'7" sophomore Camila Cardoso, and 6'2" junior Esmeralda Martinez. For New Hope tonight out of Landover Hills, Maryland, they will start 5'9" senior Kiera Eubanks, 6'2" junior Agnes Paul, 5'8" junior Shelby Hicks, 5'9" sophomore Ann Porter, and 6'5" senior Rochelle Norris. So rebound put back up and in underneath by Esmeralda Martinez. And it is a 2-0 lead here for Hamilton Heights. Well, on the baseline, jumper there is no good. Out of the hands of Ann Porter. Back the other way comes Jasmine Massengill down the lane. Left it off underneath to Cardoso, and she will head to the free throw line here. Rochelle Norris will pick up her first foul. Team first on New Hope. Free throw here rattles off, no good for Camila Cardoso. And the second one off the mark as well. And New Hope will bring the ball up into the front court here. Shelby Hicks now working right side. We got a whistle and a traveling violation on Ann Porter. So Jasmine Massengill up into the front court here, working left side, trying to swing it back over. Treasure Hunt for 3. That won't go. And now Lady Hawks will reset. Massengill down the lane, has that blocked. And back the other way comes New Hope. Trying to swing it over on the left side. Eubanks out top 3 ball. That rattles off no good by Shelby Hicks. Hicks tries to track it down. That's deflected and now picked up in the backcourt by the Hawks. Hunt back out front to Massengill. Down the lane, Jasmine fires. That's no good. Rebound back up, no, by Cardoso, but she'll pick it up and lay it in. A 4-0 lead for Hamilton Heights, and a timeout to New Hope.
So,
also have kind of back-to-back games here involving Hamilton Heights. Got this one here with the girls matchup, and then the guys are coming up next at 9:30. They will take on Mountain Mission in what should be a really good nightcap tonight if you can stay up that late. I know some of our folks probably are getting on towards bedtime. be about 10 o'clock before that second game gets underway. So,
not that long, surely.
What time is it now? 8:15?
20 after 8?
Yeah, well.
Are they tracking that long? Okay.
It'll be 10.
Okay. Well, hey, that could very
trust me, it'll be 10.
You know, that could very well be a preview to a finals matchup.
That should be a really good late game here tonight. Now, if you live in California or somewhere, perfect.
You're in,
prime time. So they swing it out on the right side as out of the timeout, New Hope with a turnover. Ahead it comes to Treasure Hunt down the lane, lays it in, and the foul. Good strong move to the hoop by Treasure. That foul will be on New Hope's Kiera Eubanks. That's her first and team's second. So Treasure trying to extend the lead here. That rattles in and out.
So if you would, John, take a moment to talk about the accolades of who ESPN has ranked as the #2 team in the nation.
Well, I'll tell you what, as Massengill misses that one out front, they're #2 in the country according to ESPN. We already talked about Max Preps earlier. I think has them as at either #3 or #4. And pretty much every ranking system in America has them in the top 5. That was a nice move down low by Rochelle Norris. The 6'5 senior scores, making it 6-2. They are the 2017 Dix Nationals runner-up, which is kind of the big dog out of all of these postseason tournaments. And they came in second there. They're currently ranked the #2 team in the country. And they've got, pretty much their entire starting lineup is going to go Division I. In the middle of the lane, that runner is good off the glass by Esmery Martinez. For that matter, Jasmine Massengill is already signed to go to Tennessee. Elizabeth Balagoon will head to Georgia Tech. Camila Cardoso is ranked #3 in the class for her position in 2020, actually ranked #1 in 2020 in her position. Treasure Hunt also ranked #1 in her position for 2020. Both of them are just sophomores, so there's a lot there. They have won the Division III championship 3 times, the Division II championship 3 times, and Division I once, as they've kind of moved up the system through the years.
Yeah, and we've had the good pleasure of seeing them move up for the last few years here at the national tournament, defending champs from last year.
8-2 the lead now for Hamilton Heights, and that's stolen away. Under with it comes Lori Porter, kicks it off along the baseline. That jumper way short. I think it was partially blocked, and the Hawks will bring it back up here. Massengill in the front court. Backs it out. Now it goes on the baseline, and we've got a whistle and a reach-in foul on Rochelle Norris. That's her second, team third, and that's, you can't afford, if you're New Hope, to have Rochelle picking up fouls 25 feet from the hoop. You need her down low, and I think that's what Coach Sam Caldwell is upset about now, because now she has to sit with 2 fouls. 3 ball on the wing is good, and the triple for Treasure Hunt. And an 11-2 lead for Hamilton Heights, 3:30 to go.
That was a deep three. Very deep three.
I'll try to work baseline. Rotating back up top is Shelby Hicks. In the wing for Eubanks. Out front, 3 ball there. That's off the mark from Lori Porter. Now out on the run come the Hawks. That pass thrown out of bounds.
So, I mean, we've definitely talked about the accolades of Hamilton Heights, and by no means am I trying to take anything away from New Hope.
No.
It's a great ball team. If you were New Hope coming in, if you were the coach, what would you tell your girls?
Well, Shelby Hicks buries a 3 there, making it 11-5. this is the kind of games where you kind of have to approach it in stages. I mean, you have to go after quarter one and set a goal for where you want your team to be at the end of the first quarter and try to be there, and then go with the half and then third quarter and then fourth quarter, because those goals might change a lot as the game goes along. And there's a nice turnaround in the post by Esmery Martinez, and it's 13-5. I mean, clearly every time you come out on the floor you want to win. That doesn't change here. However, the way you approach some things strategically and the way you get positives out of the game as it goes along does change. So there's an over and back. Good pressure defense out front by Ann Porter. That's a really long answer to say in short terms. You pick short-term runs and goals that you want to hit and then go from there. Because if you look at it as a whole and go, okay, here's our game plan to beat Hamilton Heights, that can be a tad overwhelming. So you just take it in stretches and then see how that develops. So good runner along the baseline there by Eubanks.
Let me reform that question.
Yep.
How do you keep your girls from getting psyched out going up against a team like this?
Part of it you can't necessarily. I mean, that's why as a coach, and this is one of the reasons why Coach Caldwell, there's a travel in the post, one of the reasons why Coach Caldwell coaches the way he does and the way he is in this game in particular is to keep them focused. There's we always say when we're coaching back home, we don't worry about what the other team does. If we're up 30, down 30, whatever, we're not focused on them. We're focused on us and what we're doing. That's really the only thing you can do as Coach Caldwell and New Hope. Keep them focused on certain things going on in the game. Because, yeah, if you look at it as a whole, it can be a little bit overwhelming. I mean, they're all aware. I mean, all the players are aware. He's aware of the situation and what they have to do. But just keep focused. So out front, Massengill got a step. And he's trying to scoop a layup to the hoop, but really wasn't finishing all that strong. And that'll give Hamilton Heights the basketball again along the baseline. Inside it goes to Cardoso, and she'll just put it off the glass and scores. For instance, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. She's 6'7".
Yeah, looks like she's made that inbound before.
There's a nice shot out top. 3 ball for Shelby Hicks. That's her second 3 of the game. It's 17-10. And right now, if you're New Hope, this is where you want to be. You want to keep it under 10 points as long as you can here, and then make a run in the second half. And we have a carrying violation. It goes back to New Hope. I would think Coach Caldwell would be very pleased if you can keep this under 10 points here for the half. I know we're just getting to the end of the first quarter. I think he would accept that.
I would.
Yeah, for sure. Jumper on the wing, 15-footer won't go there by Hicks. Puts it back up, no, but the end of the quarter, and a good quarter for New Hope. Not too bad for Hamilton Heights either, but just a 17-10 lead for the Hawks here over New Hope. Take a break. We'll come back with quarter number 2 in just a moment. You're watching the NACA National Tournament.
All right, that wasn't pretty awesome as expected first half. We do have some few highlights we want to run.
Yeah, roll through those. We got
While we talk, we can talk through them. You can comment on them. Little transition. Treasure draws the foul.
Yep, that's a nice finish. Trying to complete a 3-point play there. And you see on this end, New Hope, before she was on the bench with 2 fouls, Rochelle Norris is doing some nice work on the inside. And then the 3 balls, long-range stuff.
That was a big-time 3 for Treasure, and then New Hope on the other end. All right, we're back to the action. We'll check in with those highlights soon.
I kind of like it. I like the highlight stuff. So this kicks to the far side as New Hope started second quarter, and they started with a turnover down the lane, and that layup rolls off, but picked up and put back in by Elizabeth Valligoon. 19-10 is the lead here for Hamilton Heights. Hicks swings back to the free throw line. Agnes Paul down the lane. That won't go. Cardoso with the rebound. And outlets to Hunt as Treasure will flip it back out front. Try to swing the ball off in the corner. 3 ball there is good. Triple for Jasmine Massengill. 22-10. Hamilton Heights with the lead. Out front, Eubanks. That shot well short, and it will be Hamilton Heights basketball. Swings it up in the front court. They come back up top to Massengill, and Hamilton Heights will reset. And out of bounds. It goes off of Balagoon, who was trying to handle the pass to the far side. Balagoon plays it in. Now swing it around near side. 3 ball there. Won't go from Treasure. Out front, Massengill. Back in the wing, Balagoon. Wanted to get a step. Nowhere to go with it. Back to Treasure Hunt on the wing. Balagoon working baseline. Try to go back out front. Just deflected out of bounds. And stay Hawks basketball here. And it comes to Cardoso. Swinging around the far side. Treasure Hunt on the baseline. Pulls up, fires. That won't go from 15. Rebound underneath to Porter. And into the front court on the wing. That 3 blocked. And picking it up and laying it in is Shelby Hicks. I like the way she plays the game. Quick on both ends of the floor. Not afraid to shoot the ball whenever she has the opportunity. Cardoso back the other way. That won't go. And we should have a push-off foul underneath on Hamilton Heights, and we will. That foul will go on Esmery Martinez. That's her first and team first. Did you look at the colors for these two teams? Hamilton Heights is navy and Vegas gold. I didn't know there was a color called Vegas gold, but apparently there is. Jumper on the baseline, that wouldn't go, and now the Hawks back the other way. Hunt tries to swing it back around. 3 ball on the baseline, that's no good. It hit the bar up top. It will be New Hope basketball. Into the front court comes Hicks. Shelby working right side. Back in the middle for Norris. Trying to swing it around. Jumper on the left side won't go. Rebound deflected. Back out 3 ball. That's no good by Hicks. And the rebound to Cardoso. Masson Gill out on the run. Down the lane. Good pass to Balagoon, who finishes. 24-12. That is a fun team to watch. Just the movement on the floor. As Masson Gill back the other way, 2-on-1 break. Balagoon again and another bucket. Well, you can see why Jasmine's going to Tennessee, just her ball handling ability at the point guard position. Ability to get the ball up the floor and see the floor as well as she can. And that's picked off. Fires down low through the hands of Cardoso. And it will be Hamilton Heights basketball. 26-12, the lead for the Hawks. So Kira Eubanks and Rakisha Ballinger in for New Hope. Cardoso, good pass underneath. And a little flip up and in by Elizabeth Balagoon. Nice look from Cardoso. 28-12, the Hawks lead. Ballinger down the lane, throws up a runner. That wouldn't go. Masson Gill with it again. Jasmine into the front court, down the lane. Good pass off to Cardoso. That won't go. And the rebound to Norris. Ballinger into the front court, picks up her dribble. Outside, 3 ball. That's short from Shelby Hicks. Gill trying to work on the wing. We got a whistle and a foul on the near side. So Kira Eubanks with her second foul. That'll be the team 4th. Masson Gill trying to work right side. On the wing, Balagoon. Masson Gill wide open in the corner, and that 3 ball is good. But Jasmine, nobody within 15 feet of her. 31-12. Kicking out, 3 ball on the right wing. That won't go by Eubanks. And Hamilton Heights back up in the Treasure Hunt on the wing. Gets a step down the lane all the way in and lays it in. So Treasure Hunt with another bucket, 33-12. Rakisha Ballinger back in. Back in for Hamilton Heights is Esmery Martinez. Masson Gill into the front court. Cardoso underneath to Balagoon, who lays it in. Again, really nice ball movement by Hamilton Heights. 35-12. Down to 1:45 to go in the half. Hicks swings it across to Ballinger. Gets a step along the baseline. Tried to throw that up over the top of the 6'7" Cardoso, and that wasn't a particularly great idea. Hunt on the wing. Step, Treasure throws it up for the baseline. No, but we got a whistle and a foul. Rakisha Ballinger with her first and team 5th on New Hope. Free throw in and out by Treasure. Eubanks back in for New Hope. And Marta Rodriguez into the lineup for the Hawks. And that free throw off the mark, but the rebound comes back to Hamilton Heights. Masson Gill out front. Swings it off to Rodriguez. Masson Gill on the wing. Back in the middle, Cardoso, and we have a whistle and a foul. Lori Porter with her first foul. Team 6 with 1:11 to go in the half. Free throw rattles off from Cardoso. She'll have another one coming. That rattles around and in.
I'm going to tell you, there are some Division II boys teams that would not like to see this Hamilton Heights girls team.
I'm telling you what,
in their bracket.
They play some serious basketball. Jumper on the baseline, that won't go. Rebound underneath picked up. And coming out of there with it is Treasure Hunt to the front court, off to Masson Gill. Jasmine trying to work there. Balagoon down the lane, throws up a runner. No, gets her own rebound back, and we have a travel. It will be New Hope basketball. Down to 30 seconds to go with the first half. Free throw line jumper, that's off the mark by Lori Porter. Hawks bring it up. Masson Gill a little stop and go, throws up a runner and scores. 38-12, last 10 seconds of the half. 3 ball on the wing, that won't go. And that'll do it for the first half. 38-12 is the lead for Hamilton Heights over New Hope. First half scoring totals, first of all, with New Hope, Kira Eubanks with 2 points, 8 for Shelby Hicks, including 2 threes, and Rochelle Norris with 2 points. For Hamilton Heights, 5 points for Camila Cardoso. She's 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Esmarie Martinez with 6 points, 7 for Treasure Hunt, including a 3. She's 0 for 3 from the line. 10 points for Elizabeth Balagoon, 10 for Jasmine Massengill, including 2 3-point field goals. At the half, 38-12 is the lead for Hamilton Heights. I understand you might have a few replays there to go through.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of this second quarter. Second quarter action.
A lot of that's just fast breaks like that right there. You know, Massengill, here's a steal from her going
Great
behind
beef.
the back and then getting down the floor. And again, looking up, making a nice pass. You know, that's just been kind of standard operating procedure for Hamilton Heights. Taking care of the basketball and getting good looks. It's a nice play by Balagoon on the inside. There's the 3 from Massengill we were talking about where she was wide open. I mean,
great look. Yeah.
Nobody anywhere near her at that particular point.
Here's a move and layup by Treasure.
Mm-hmm. Saw her do that a few times tonight. Pull up along the baseline a few times too. Speaking of
Nice
getting
runner.
to the hoop.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot there to look at, that's for sure. 38-12 is the lead for Hamilton Heights. We'll take a break. We'll come back with your second half in a moment. You're watching the NACA National Tournament.
Educating students.
Educating students.
To become servants of Christ. Servants of Christ.
Para llegar a ser servidores de Cristo.
To make a difference in today's world.
Faire une différence dans le monde d'aujourd'hui. Einen Unterschied in der heutigen Welt zu machen.
Fazer uma diferença no mundo de hoje.
تغيير الدنيا داير وزار.
Мы можем изменить сегодняшний мир.
All right, we're about to get started in the second half. We want to thank everyone for tuning in and spending their Wednesday evening with us, watching some of the top teams in the nation. Number 2, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, this is going to be an uphill battle for anybody in this tournament. Now, I know Division I for girls is only 4. I think there are 4 teams in Division I.
Yes, sir.
TPLS last year gave Hamilton Heights a little bit of a run. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But for sure, for anybody here that's not Hamilton Heights, it's going to be an uphill road. No doubt about that. 3 ball in the corner wouldn't go. It's deflected out of bounds, and Hamilton Heights will keep it. So And it comes out front. That's deflected. It's stolen away. Down the lane. Wow, that shot rejected out of bounds by Massengill as Eubanks tried to get to the hoop. So Eubanks to play it in. Front it comes. Back to the free throw line. And that shot too strong. So back up with it comes Massengill. Kicks it up to Treasure Hunt. Pull-up jumper from the wing. And I'm not sure if that was blocked or a foul or whatever, but the Hawks get it back anyway. 3 ball in the corner. Balagoon's shot won't go. Rebound deflected and finally taken away by Rochelle Norris. Shelby Hicks swings it off far side for Porter. Back to the free throw line, and that's good by Agnes Paul. 38-12. The lead for Hamilton Heights. Under 7 minutes to go in the third. Treasure Hunt for 3 in the corner. That won't go. Rebound underneath, put back up and in by Esmery Martinez. 40-14. And that shot blocked out front by Balagoon, but she will pick up the foul. That's her first.
Speaking of Miss Balagoon.
Team first.
I see another Balagoon on the roster, a sophomore. I'm thinking younger sister, Ruth Balagoon, a sophomore on the.
Well, I mean, the thing is, yeah. Well, and they've been around there for so long that's
Sure.
the other thing. I mean, that's one of those deals when there's not one on that team in the future, you're going to wonder what happened. They've been on there for so long. Massengill out front, try to go down low to Cardoso. Goes through her hands, and now New Hope will bring it up. 40-15, we're down to 6:05 to go here in our third quarter. Massengill picked off the pass and then threw it off the defender, I think, so it should be Hamilton Heights basketball. Nobody really made a clear decision on that, but Jasmine will walk in up the court here. Takes it out far side for Treasure as she'll come back to the free throw line. This is Martinez in the lane, throws that up, no. And will be deflected out of bounds. It will stay with Hamilton Heights. Well, stick around. We've got the nightcap and what should be a good one between Hamilton Heights and Mountain Mission. That's our last guys game of the day, and that should end things with a bang as we have a reach-in foul in the middle of the floor. It's going to get free throws for Treasure Hunt. As that foul will go on Ann Porter. That's her first and team first on New Hope here in the second half. So free throw good from Treasure Hunt. She'll have another one coming. Treasure's second free throw is good as well. 42-15, down to 5:35 to go in the third quarter. Hamilton Heights back to what looks like that 1-3-1 zone as they'll fling it out far side. Back to the top of the key for Agnes Paul down the lane. Had that stripped and stolen away. Martinez into the front court, pulls it up off to Massengill. Lobs it down low for Cardoso, who goes off the glass and scores. So 6-7, Camila Cardoso with that bucket. Now out front, 3 ball is good. Third one of the night for Shelby Hicks. 44-18, now 3 on the other side. Balagoon no good. Cardoso back up no, a little bit too strong on the putback. And New Hope comes back out of there with it. Was baseline for Eubanks, trying to dump it in the post. Cardoso is going to get called for a foul there. She would have went straight up. She's probably okay, but reaching back over the top didn't help her cause too much. So Cardoso picks up her first foul. That's team second, and Rochelle Norris with the free throws here. First one is good. Rochelle will have another one coming as Lori Porter into the lineup for New Hope. That's off the mark. Now Hamilton Heights to push it up here on the wing for Treasure Hunt. Trying to work baseline. And that shot blocked. That's a really nice defensive play.
Good defense.
Michelle Norris with the block there. 3 on the other end is off the mark. And now the Hawks to push it up. Masson Gill into the front court. All the way down the lane. Floats it underneath to Cardoso and missed that, but goes back up and scores. (46-19). As Hicks trying to work right side down the lane, throws that up, no, but rebound picked up and put in by Agnes Paul, making it 46-21. And the 3:45 to go in the third. Off Masson Gill, nice little fadeaway along the baseline, but Hamilton Heights definitely has a few things that they could clean up a little bit here in the third quarter, I'm sure. It hasn't been the cleanest there as Masson Gill goes through the legs a couple of times and brings it up into the front court. The University of Tennessee prospect, actually signee, not prospect, she's going there. Jumper on the wing, that won't go. It's into the front court now, comes Shelby Hicks. Set it up, back top of the key. Try to step through pass and then ends up getting booted out of bounds. So in for New Hope, the Eubanks along with Ballinger. And Marta Rodriguez checks in for Hamilton Heights.
I can assure you Tennessee fans would like to have the whole team.
Well, it wouldn't hurt.
It wouldn't hurt,
I'll tell you that.
I mean, can you imagine the benefit of having these girls play together in high school? All of them D1.
Yeah, it's
going D1. If they could, even a couple, maybe 3.
It's pretty amazing.
Pull 3 into a D1 program.
And we got a foul in the middle on Cardoso. So Camilla will pick up her second foul, team third. As Kiera Eubanks to the free throw line.
They have what equates to, by the time they get out of high school, a couple of extra seasons from all the extra tournaments that they go to. So, they may be sophomores, but wow, I mean, they're really veterans out there.
So a couple of free throws there by Eubanks, 46-23. Treasure Hunt for 3. That rims off, no, but we have a whistle and a foul down low, I believe, on Hamilton Heights. As Ruth Balagoon will pick up her first foul and team fourth here. Eubanks into the front court, tries to work left side. Ballinger swings it back out front. Come back over for Porter. Trying to work in the post. And turning and scoring down low is Rochelle Norris. Away it comes. Try to swing it back up top. Treasure Hunt down the lane. Good, and the foul. A good take to the hoop by Treasure Hunt. And Lori Porter will pick up her second foul, team second, as Treasure will head to the free throw line, 48-25. And that free throw good. Sierra Eubanks into the front court. Down the lane, lost it. Cardoso comes away with it, and now Treasure Hunt. Treasure, a little stutter step down the lane, throws that up, no. Rebound Cardoso, back up and in. (51-29) or 25, excuse me. Eubanks works out front. Tried to go in the middle, and that's almost stolen away. And then is thrown away, but good save out front by Eubanks. Back on the wing for Ballinger, just throws it up in the lane. There's no chance of that one going in, and now Treasure Hunt comes away with it. Try to kick it up the far side. This is Balagoon, a deep three. That's no good. Off it comes now for Eubanks. Swing it up the right side. Porter double teamed out there. To Eubanks again. Try to go in the post. We have a whistle and a foul down low. This will be on Ruth Balagoon. It'll be her second and team fifth. Back in for New Hope, Shelby Hicks and Ann Porter. Out front, Hicks. Trying to kick it back out front. Ballinger back to Hicks again. Double team there. Baseline. That shot goes off the side of the backboard and collected by Hamilton Heights on the run. Treasure Hunt down the lane. She missed that runner. And we got a whistle and a foul in the backcourt. Well, like I said, there are a few things here that Hamilton Heights can work on a little bit. Marta Rodriguez with her first team six. There's been a lot of missed layups for Hamilton Heights, albeit full speed kind of layups, not like they're gimmies. But there are a few things here that I'm sure they'd like to clean up a little bit, but make no mistake about it, this game has been tilted to one side since the opening tip.
Well, we watched them last year get TPLS caught them sleeping a little bit, and they definitely had to crank up that intensity.
Outlet Balagoon from half court at the buzzer. That's a little short, and at the end of three, it's 51-25, the lead for Hamilton Heights over New Hope.
All right, let's see if we can, what kind of third quarter highlights we have in store.
All righty, let it roll.
We have a few. Got a feeling.
That's kind of a cool. The highlight idea is kind of a cool one. It's something that we're still getting used to say the least.
Yeah, and that was a nice jumper by New Hope.
Well, and you just saw there the real key for Hamilton Heights is that inside game. Cardoso and cleaning up some missed shots. They get a lot of points on the inside, especially off of missed shots and just offensive putbacks. I mean, and there you see on the offensive end, Shelby Hicks, who's had a good night from three-point range.
There you go. There's another one of those cleanups by Cardozo.
Right.
So,
a couple of nice plays. There's one in there again. The inside game of Rochelle Norris has been nice for New Hope tonight too.
Nice runner by Treasure. We're getting ready for fourth quarter action.
Well, New Hope to walk it up into the front court here, trailing 51-25, under 8 minutes to go now in the game. Is up front with it is Eubanks. Trying to work there, got a screen, pulls up at the free throw line. Wanted to kick it down low. Now it's loose, picked up by Treasure Hunt in the backcourt, and she's fouled. So that'll be on Ann Porter, her second and team third.
Hamilton Heights really made an impression on me last year. I started following them on Twitter, and they post some of their workout sessions.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
definitely
it's
see.
pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Good post feed on the inside, and the finish there by Esmery Martinez. Good look, too, to kind of set that up to the inside. That's one of the things, Jasmine going to Tennessee next year. That 3-ball off the mark by Hicks. Boy, good outlet feed by Cardosa. That thing was like a bullet pass. But one of the things that Pat Summitt was known for years was her workout regimen for her basketball teams and being very difficult at the beginning part of the year, but it paid dividends later in how long she could leave certain players in the game. And we have not sailing out of bounds, and it will be New Hope basketball. Learned a lot of things off of her autobiography. I've told back home where I'm athletic director, told some of our coaches, and this is something I'll have to go back to. That's a book every coach should really read. She's a phenomenal basketball mind. As Cardosa on the inside will get called for the foul and kind of bodied up a little bit there. That will be her third. And team 7. That's one of the things the basketball world lost. Probably one of the most brilliant coaches of all time, and Pat Summitt back a few years ago as a result of Alzheimer's. As that free throw rattles around it in for Norris. Back the other way, that runner won't go by Treasure Hunt. We have a whistle and another foul. This will be on Ann Porter, her third, and team 4th. Hunt's free throw here is good. Second free throw, good as well. 55-26 is the lead here for Hamilton Heights. Up front with it is Eubanks. Try to spin it over on the near side. That almost got deflected, and now back underneath it comes. On the wing for Porter, and we got a whistle, and what do we have here? It was just deflected out of bounds. I never saw an official call there. Norris back out front. Trying to go baseline for Eubanks. Blocked underneath by Cardoso. Here's an outlet feed. Balagoon tracks it down and thought Massengill was going to go to the hoop, and she stopped, and the pass kept going. Down the lane. That shot blocked out of bounds. Down to 5:30 to go in the game. 3-ball on the baseline. That rattles in and out by Eubanks. Massengill out front, ran out of room. And tracked down by Martinez, and now Massengill will reset. Trying to get a step, Jasmine all the way in and finishes with the left hand. Boy, that's just a pretty drive from Jasmine at 6'1" and playing out there at point guard. Really forget how large these players are.
Yeah, I mean, Cardozo's 6'7", you know.
I mean, you look at Jasmine and you go, it's just she's not all that big, but for most teams, that would be your center.
6'1", sure, absolutely.
She's out there playing point guard. And we have timeout to New Hope. 4:55 to go. 57-26 is the lead for Hamilton Heights. Take a break. Come back with more in a moment. You're watching the NACA tournament. So that free throw rattles around and in for Kira Eubanks. I have one more coming here. And that's good. 57-28, Hamilton Heights down to 4:50 to go in the game. Balagoon back to Massengill. Balagoon underneath. Good pass. Cutting down the lane by Martinez. And now New Hope will come back up with it. That pass deflected. Balagoon's going to end up with a steal. Massengill fires it across to Hunt. Treasure down the lane. That won't go.
Cardozo with good hands down low. Keeps it alive.
Treasure for three, and that's good. Treasure Hunt with a triple, making it 60-28. Pass goes in the post, and a reach-in foul on Esmery Martinez. That's her second. And one of the bonus upcoming here. Into the lineup for Hamilton Heights comes Maria Manzano, 6'2" sophomore. Free throw good by Norris. So another one coming. And that's good. (60-30). We'll need now for Hamilton Heights with under 4 minutes to go. Massengill off on the wing. Treasure Hunt for three. That rattles around and out. Eubanks up with it. Back out to Hicks. Eubanks for three, and that's good. Kiera Eubanks with a triple. Now 60-33, down to 3:30 to go. On the lane, good pass back across. And the finish there by Manzano. 62-33. Back on the wing, three ball there. Won't go for Ballinger. Back up with it. Massengill hands it off to Treasure Hunt. Treasure down the lane, throws it off the glass, no. Rebound put back up, block. We have a whistle and a foul call. That will be on New Hope's Agnes Paul. That's her first, team fifth. Into the lineup for Hamilton Heights comes Olivia Smith. And also in for the Hawks is Ruth Balagoon. Out front with it now is Shelby Hicks. Goes in the post for Norris. Down the lane. That shot partially blocked. And we got a whistle and a foul in the backcourt on New Hope's Agnes Paul. That'll be her second and team sixth. 2:34 left, 64-33 the lead for Hamilton Heights. Marta Rodriguez and Jasmine Massengill check in for Hamilton Heights. Rodriguez back off to Massengill. Has been into the front court. And off to Smith, who backs it out. Back to Massengill along the baseline. Tried to force that up, no. Down on the wing, runner there, rattles around and off for Shelby Hicks. Back down to 2 minutes to go. Massengill splits the double team down the lane, lays it up, good in the foul. Foul on Kira Eubanks. That's her third and the seventh team foul. Free throw here is good. (67-33). On the wing, Eubanks. That pass picked off, still loose. You got a whistle and a jump ball. It'll be Hamilton Heights basketball. Viola Martinez checks in. Rodriguez trying to bring the ball up into the front court. Works there, swings it off. Far side for Smith. Back to the free throw line. Jumper there is good by Ruth Balagoon.
That's Balagoon the younger.
Yep. 69-33. Runner on the wing won't go. This carries out of bounds. And into the lineup for Hamilton Heights comes Jessica Jatobo. And this eventually gets deflected out of bounds. Under a minute to go now. We'll swing it back to the outside. And the post it goes. Norris can't get that to go. And now taken away and blocked on the inside, but with a whistle and a foul. Maria Manzano picks up her first foul, and a couple of free throws coming up here for Rakisha Ballinger.
John.
So free throw there rattles in. So 1 on a 2 that trip. Back up with it on the run. Comes Martinez. Tried to circle back out. And we got a turnover, so it will be New Hope basketball. Eubanks hands it off on the wing for Porter. Trying to work baseline is Ballinger. 15 seconds to go. That three off the mark. And it'll end up carrying out of bounds, and it will be Hamilton Heights basketball. So up it comes into the front court. Down to 5 seconds to go, or excuse me, 6.0 exactly. So in it comes, and Smith will flick it across. 1 second left, that won't go, and that'll do it. 69-34 is the final as Hamilton Heights wins it over New Hope. Final scoring totals, first of all, for New Hope. 9 points for Kira Eubanks, including a 3 and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Rakisha Ballinger with 1 point, including 1 of 2 from the line. Agnes Paul had 4 points, 11 for Shelby Hicks, including 3 threes. 8 points for Rochelle Norris. She was 4 of 6 from the free throw line. For Hamilton Heights, 11 points for Esmery Martinez, including 1 of 1 from the line. Maria Manzano had 2 points. 11 for Camila Cardoso. She was 1 of 4 from the free throw line. 2 for Ruth Balagoon. 10 for Elizabeth Balagoon. 15 points for Jasmine Massengill, including 2 3-point field goals and 1 of 1 from the line. 17 points for Treasure Hunt. She had 1 3-point field goal and was 5 of 8 from the free throw line. So that'll do it for our girls matchup here tonight. One more game to come your way. Hamilton Heights and Mountain Mission for another Division I boys matchup that will get started in just about 10 minutes. We're back here with more in just a moment. You're watching the NACA National Tournament.